Everyone very, very welcome. Uh, in person, online, in the Zoom, and in the YouTube stream. Very, very welcome, all of you, beloved. There's a natural peace and calmness here in our togetherness, but also there is a sense of happiness, There is a sense of there is a sense of happiness, There is a sense of celebration also here. Every Saturday it feels like this, or every meeting actually, it feels like this. Every meeting, it feels like there is a sense of calmness, peacefulness, but also there is a sense of joy, happiness, and celebration coming from inside to outside. What it is actually, my experience is that the life, pure truth that we are at the core of ourselves is trying to come out in a way, trying to be free in a way, no? In a right environment like satsang, it start surfacing in a way. Can we allow ourselves to be only happy, peaceful, joyful, true, and having this sense of celebration just for a few seconds maybe? Not really jumping onto the discussions already. No. Is it fine that we allow ourselves to be happy? For no reason, just feeling like this from inside to outside, that like blessing our own self, blessing our own body mind, blessing our own day. A genuine, real blessing, not trying to imagine, not trying to feel, but already it is here, allowing only allowing it. And if any one of you is not feeling that this blessedness, this celebration from inside to outside, just allow to withdraw yourself from the discussion that we are going to going to have today, the questions that you may want to ask today. Just try to put them aside for a moment and see that inner spring, that vasant, vasant. This is totally valid, to be happy, to be joyful, to feel celebration without any reason. Maybe we are not used to of it because of our understanding in the mind that there has to be a reason to be happy always. No? It is totally valid and true. It's coming from our own self. In fact, some of you present in this meeting already know this truth. Already you have been living in your life this truth. It's just that maybe because of some misunderstanding that we are supposed to be very, kind of calm and kind of maybe a bit serious or something in the satsang, that's why maybe we overlook this natural bubbling of the joy of our own heart, which is nothing but the light of our own being. It is not saying that I will solve your problems, which mind is reporting. No, it is not saying, this joy is not saying anything like this, that I will solve your problems. It is saying that when your shoe is stuck in the mud and you still feel like singing a song, then remember the spring has come. No? From inside. No? From inside the spring has come. This is that spring. And in the spring, somehow the problems become or turn into just simple facts. In the spring, in this inner spring, somehow the problems turn into simple facts, mere facts, like the big problems somehow get reduced to very small things. Like it's all right. Like it is found that most of the problem was connected to my strong preferences, and those preferences relax because of the joy, because of this inner spring. We are able to put aside those strong preferences here. Like as if when we are in love, no, in that way, like as if we are in love with our own being, with our own source. We are able to put aside our preferences, our journeys, our goals, our future. We are able to put aside our future. When we are in love, we are in love right now with our own self. This inner spring is requiring only one thing. It requires us to attend it. That's all. Attend it, give value to it, allow it, give space to it. That's all it is asking for. It is not saying that you have to pull pull the joy from your core. No, the core, the joy is already emitting somehow very forcefully. Like there is a force, there is a power in it right now, in this moment. No, there is a force, there is a flow from the core of our own being to our heart, to our body, to our mind. This sense of joy, sense of happiness, sense of celebration is coming from inside to outside. No? We just have to allow it by giving value to it, by maybe devoting ourselves or this moment to it. But for no reason. Remember, there is no spiritual or non-spiritual reason. And I don't think any one of you will think about it, that there has to be a reason. No? Joy is a very direct attraction. No? Sense of celebration coming from inside for no reason. And you can ask yourself that, would I like to solve my problems and then be happy? Or would I like to be happy and then solve my problems? You can think about it right now and decide for just this moment. Does not mean that we will not solve the problems if there are any. But does it make any sense to solve the problem and then be happy, or be happy and then solve the problem? This model is be happy and then solve the problem, if any. It's a very direct, genuine, immediate thing that I'm talking about. It's not a philosophy that I'm sharing with you. I'm living some truth with you right now. You're just invited only to join in. Just join in. We are not laughing physically, but we are so very much giggling inside, no? In the being. No? Bubbling, no? This joy is bubbling out of our own depth into the heart, no? It is continuously so, really. It just, maybe we are not paying attention. We are too busy maybe in trying to solve the problem with the hope that then I can be happy. And no, I say you can be happy right now and then solve your problem, if any. And this, what we are doing right now, will highlight so clearly our attachment to the sense of problem, or rather our attachment to the sense of unhappiness. We are attached to sense of unhappiness. Unknowingly, we don't notice that. And we are not ready to let go of the sense of unhappiness. Like, I'm still unhappy that I have problem. Does it serve any purpose? It doesn't really. It doesn't enable us more to solve problems. It only disables us in some sense. No? By being sad, we are less powerful, less present also. Thank you, beloved, for joining me for this simple thing. Let us take few deep breaths before unhooking from this inner celebration and inner spring, no? Into, let us breathe more a little bit, no? Into our joy, into our truth, into our being. No? And notice how quickly our habit comes to get attached to the sense of suffering. That okay, let's get back to the old way of being sad and worried, and let's look at what are the problems that I have to solve. Meaning, for what I am worried, what is the reason of being worried? No, do you just notice this, and you will be surprised that life as such, the facts of life and the challenges are fine, and we can solve everything that is comes in the way, no? As and when necessary. But there is no reason to be unhappy about it. There is no reason to be worried in that way that we start suffering. That suffering means we stop living the joy of our own self, which is continuously coming from inside. Yeah. And this is that positive, or how to say, creative. This is that creative solution for being free from suffering. Don't worry about suffering. Let go of suffering right now for the time being, and go for the joy. And suffering will not be found at some point because the joy will continue flowing from inside to outside. Joy, this joy is, by the way, uncreated joy. It is not created by us. We are not creating this joy, but however, we are creating suffering. So when we stop creating suffering, then we can experience this joy. Or if we start experiencing this joy, then we will stop creating suffering also, or not. So it's just about being so busy in living this inner joy that we forget to create suffering inside us. And then we will not experience that suffering. We will still experience concerns about our life, and we will attend it, and we will do everything that is necessary for life. No? Do you see what I'm saying? So very, very nice, beloved. It is my joy to meet all of you. Thank you for this moment. It was just an attempt, in some sense, to look into a mirror, to look into this mirror of this moment, that maybe we are missing some things. Maybe some things can be so quickly and immediately fixed in our life. Something, meaning not the problems or challenges, if any, but the state from where we are meeting life. No, that state can be fixed so quickly, immediately. No, that's the thing. Thank you. If anyone want to talk to me, you can talk now. Dharma, you want to talk?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
Yeah, it's very nice topic, and I was just reflecting inside. I feel more than suffering, I'm attached to my busyness, sense of busyness.
Oh.
That's what I was. Even yesterday, I was contemplating, and many times it's in the beginning, it sounds, it feels even very unnatural to be free. It feels like almost like like guilty to be free. It's like this kind of thing. Unless and then you slowly settle, and then everything you feels okay. You see, I can remain free, but for that I need to make effort to be in that zone. But my natural instinct is like, how can you be free? You got to be doing something, and it is so habitual that it's like it took all so many years to even catch.
Yes, yes, yes. Very, 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 very good observation actually. No? Can I say, you want to ask something or can I say something?
No, I thought I'd just say hello and just this was the reflection, so I pointed. Yeah, there's no question in this. Just
Oh,
um,
oh. Actually, I would like to define it like this: that mm, when we are living as the person or as this, identity, which we are not. What is the base of it? This is the base of it. The sense of busyness in the sense that not able to live life. No, not able to live life. We can remove life part. Not able to live. No, because whenever we live what exists. No, we cannot live what doesn't exist. No, and we have found a way to cover that up, cover that living part by imagining in our living through imagination. We continuously trying to live through imagining, through thinking. No? While actually we are not living during this time. So in this personal identity or this false self, the base of it is this busyness means not living, and then that is creating a very deep discontentment, which turns into restlessness at some point. And then there's another version of ourselves where we are living as the presence, as the being who we are actually. No, presence simply means that we are present in this life, in this body mind. No? And able to think and correlate with life and like this. But we are not busy all the time. Like we attend life as and when necessary. And we decide that how much life I want to attend and how much I don't. We are deciding now. You know, not some kind of loop which is deciding. You know. So these are really two fundamentally different versions of our own self and states of our own self. The first one is what we normally know as the false self state. You know. And you are so right that it feels like this, that as if we feel guilty that I'm peaceful, I'm happy, I'm joyful right now. How I can be joyful? How I can be happy? There are so many things to be attended today. No? But who is deciding so many things to be attended? Have we thought of it? Because we are not happy in attending them. No? Are we happy? Then who is deciding on behalf of us that you have to attend those things while you remain unhappy and suffer in attending them? Who is deciding that? Nobody else is deciding that really. Unknowingly, we are deciding. No? And that, by the way, that restless state of the self also in which we live, no, in this false self state, becomes like an energetic magnet also. It attracts life accordingly also. No? The collective life also, in the form of other people and events and everything, it attracts also that accordingly. No? Like somebody was saying that if you have somebody in your group who is good at disaster management, then remember your group is going to be surrounded by disasters all the time because they need some work. No, this is what it means. We are actually attracting life from the core state of our own being, which we are living normally. No, in that way also. And of course, there is a fear also. I noticed that a fear comes when we try to come back to our joyful state of being. A fear comes that I will not be able to do anything in life. No? That fear comes because the driving force there was the loop, like the other members of my team called called other people in my life. No, they are my team in a way. They keep reminding us in some way. You have to do this, you have to do it. And we all keep reminding each other. We all keep supporting each other and living in that model of restlessness. No? So that somehow, and the restlessness inside us together is what is the driving force there. And now that driving force is not there. How I will remember things to do and why. No? Uh, it is really a very a totally false fear. It is not at all true fear. We are able to really do everything what is necessary. However, sometimes we get so attached to this freedom from the suffering and the sense of joy that we feel resistance for doing things now, with the fear that maybe I will get back into that model again and I will suffer again. That is maybe creates a resistance for the life flow and activities or involvement with life. No? Otherwise, we can very much more intelligently deal with life, like respond to life from the place of joyfulness of our own being. It is also noticed. Very nice. Thank you. Nice talking to you.
Thank you so much for bringing a resolution to this this exploration. Yes. Although I did not ask the question, I feel what was presented is resolved in exploring this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Together, this is what is happening in satsang. Resolution is happening like this. It's really very spontaneous also, no? In this way. Yeah. Zoe, you want to talk?
Namaste, Ji.
Namaste.
Thank you for this guiding of joy. It's like polishing the gem of joy. Yeah. Like go to the peak of the joy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Polishing is basically removing the any remaining subtle confusions, no? Like so that more clarity in a way, like purity of our own being and seeing and understanding. No, okay, we can come to that. No? In our childhood, I remember there was one grandmother. No, she was talking to my mother one time. It was summer. No, summer very hot and you feel so thirsty. No, you need water a lot. And she was not drinking so much water. And mother said, "Why you are not drinking so much water?" She said, "Can I drink some enough water like whole day?" Mother said, "Yes, you can. Why not?" He said, "Oh, that lady told me that I should drink very less water during this time." Oh my God, thank you. And then she started drinking water and so happy. Sometimes it feels like this to me that as if we are either not hearing those who are talking. Let's say I am talking right now in satsang, that water, our own self, our own being, our own joy. Drink enough. Keep yourself hydrated. No? Uh, is it right? No, hydrated. Yeah, keep yourself hydrated of your own joy, of your own peacefulness, of your own truth. Then the summer of life will, the desert of life will, if it feels to us like that, will not affect us. No? And as if we have heard that no, I should not drink this water of my being so much, otherwise something wrong will happen. As if we have misunderstood this. that how I will take care of my life if I drink too much water of my own being. There was a story in childhood we read that there was a president, I think, I'm not very sure, but king of a country in 90s or something, who was a member of a international library, a international club, and he used to send his uh, membership, subscription fee every year. And one year he became little late, so he wrote, he sent the check with a two like three day late or 5 day late. No, he with a sorry note that I'm sorry, I was busy during this time, so I forgot, I could not send you the check. And during that time, he was exiled from his country. He was running from his country to another country, trying to save his soul and his family that time. If somebody wants to do something, he will be able to do. Whether disturbed by the life situations or supremely joyful. This is my point of view, that when we want to do something in life, we will be able to do that. It's not about really, because I'm so joyful, how I will take care of my life. Do you want to take care of your life? If yes, you will be able to. So our own joy, our own truth is not an escape from the responsibilities of life. This is my understanding. And if somebody is searching for escape, that's the very wrong place to seek for that. Because the more we become who we are, the more responsible we become. The more responsible we become towards life. But joyfully responsible. No? Like this. Thank you. I think it's very, very good. Thank you.
Yes, very, very nice. Even I feel that doing things with the joy actually is make the things perfect. It's much more. I feel that in doing things with the joy, it make the things more perfect. Like this.
Yes, yes. It's very true, and it is my experientially true. I know this in understanding also, in experience also. It is true. When we do things from the joyful place of being, we are able to do better, much better actually, not just better, much better. We had this kind of experiment also in this. I have also done this in the Osho ashram. No, this work eye meditation course. No, we used to do, and during that they gave us this experiment that write one page, from out of a book, and you have to write as much as you can in 5 minutes. And we did. Then, like set A of what we wrote. Then now relax, meditate, like relaxing yourself for a few minutes. Then now write joyfully as much as you can. And surprisingly, the set B, we wrote more letters, and the accuracy was more, and the handwriting was better also. And it has been tested in different activities also, not just the writing part. So there is no one who loses the ability to do anything in this world by being peaceful and meditated, being coming to the truth of who we are. No. So it is very true what you are saying. It is my understanding and experience also. But maybe sometimes we don't want to do certain things, and that time, we have to figure out these things. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Anna, you want to talk?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
Sometimes I think you have some cameras put on us or on me because you start with the topic. Yesterday this was exactly the contemplation that I had, and I realized that, like, with suffering, it's no problem. We know how to deal with the suffering.
It's true. It's really true.
Somehow I don't get attached to the suffering anymore. But with this ecstatic joy and with this happiness, it's, I have to say, I'm a bit afraid still.
Yes.
Because already as a child, I was just probably just naturally, maybe every child is like that, I don't know, but like this joyful, and I was a little bit full of beans and doing, very active things. And I don't know if we get punished for it, or if maybe sometimes we are not appropriate by being happy. Where everybody's, I don't know, maybe like in the funeral mode, So we get sent out. Yes. We were watching this movie with, not movie, like this video with, for Guruji's birthday celebration with the laughing Buddha. And and I pick up immediately, like, his joy, just like yours as well. It is so contagious that you pick up, I don't know, but then you still see some people in the audience super serious. So I guess there must be some fear of punishment for too much joy still left.
Today is our day, together to laugh.
Yes.
So you are very welcome to laugh and not be serious at all right now here. It is very true. What you are saying is very, very true in many ways. Many ways. What I want to come to is that what is the solution in a way for it? When we start, when the joy start opening up in our heart, what is the solution for this? How to handle it, or what is the solution for this fear that we feel? Yeah. That solution is what I actually try to say is stability. Stability. Remain a stable being. If the joy is real, it's going to be there. And if we are not stable, even if the real joy or truth has come to us, we will not be able to remain in it, or we will not be able to live it also. It just totally makes sense to be stable. The more stable we are, the more somehow we are very joyful, very peacefully in a way. Like not overwhelmed by that joy, but more covered internally, like more covered internally by this whole joy, as if up to the point that we become the joy itself. Like every cell of our body mind is covered and colored in a way by the inner joy of our own being, while we remain very simple, kind of peaceful. By the way, this stability not only helps here, it also helps us before that. Because I think most of us now know that before this joy burst open in our heart, some other things also come, surface, and they are released, and which are not nice, really. And they can overwhelm us too much. They can catch our attention too much, and we can get caught up in them for a long time also. So there also stability helps. Like, you know, so this joy which I'm talking about today and we are living is our own self, our own taste of being. It's just that don't move too much when you are in the joy of your being. Not moving too much is what it means to be stable. And that's a very good idea, really. Because it is the habit of being in that restless state of person that we move too much. No? Otherwise, there is no need to move. When we have come to the ocean of our own being, we don't need to move to trying to fill our cup. No. No, whole of it is ours only. So the stability in this case is really very important. Like we somehow have to cultivate, we slowly come in this discipline of stability. That our negative feelings and all, no, disturbing things which surface sometime are not able to affect us. We are just very calm and neutral. No? And when this joy is coming now, also. Very fundamental pointing, which I feel I more deeply understand now, which we have been hearing in my childhood particularly, that it is called na rag na dvesh. Rag means attachment, interest over, like, in something. Hey, this is nice. Dvesh means kind of repulsion. I don't like it. Like, so neither interest in something nor repulsion from something. This is what is not moving. This is what it means to not move. You, the being, don't move, even when the joy has come. If we move right now, we will move through attachment in a way. No? Allowing fully to experience the joy, but not trying to jump onto it. Na rag, na dvesh. And we just come to our true state of being, where we have all the joy of our own being all the time. All the time. No? And the wisdom and that knowing that I am truth. All of that is here. So this is something which I feel can be a solution for this kind of sense of fear that when the joy is coming, we feel I am not ready for it. No? As you said, and you are very right actually. That we are not ready for joy. We are very much well equipped for suffering. Like how to keep doing all the work of my life while I continue, suffering and all. We know that very well. We are trained for it in a way since our childhood. And also I have an innocent question here, that which version we would like to be in. Version 1, where we are trained to live, to do daily life work from suffering. Another version is where we have to train ourselves to do daily life activities from joy. While we will have joy in this next version, and the first version we have continuous suffering. Which version we would choose? In the first version we don't have any work, we are already trained. In the second version we have work to do. Training has to be done. Which version we would like? We can ask ourselves. And not just little bit training in the second version. There will be a lot of training, like probably whole life we have to learn again. Whole of life we have to learn again. How to do this, how to do that, from the place of being. Not that how to do in the sense of detailing of reflexes and all. No, from the being. How to relate to life, basically, from the joy of my being. And we will have to learn this. So is this a better version, or let's live with the old version only? What is the big, why we should go for this new way? No, I think we should go for this new way. Here we have the joy, truth of our own self. It's a big deal, really, in comparison to the work that we feel we will do, and we will not mind that when we will be joyful. Remember that. Being joyful also, being energetic, no? Energetic, not feeling dull or anything, no? I just had this feeling that we can maybe ask this question also to ourselves. Yeah. Thank you. Very nice. Thank you, beloved. I hope all of you are still able to feel that this joy has not stopped from the being. It has continued. It is just continuing. No? At least some of you are able to feel this. No? It has not stopped. That flow has not stopped. No? It is the light of the truth of our own being. No? We are allowing it to be released. No? It has been imprisoned for a long time. We are allowing this light of our own truth to be free now. I feel this is the true meaning for me. For me, this is the true meaning of allowing ourselves to be ourselves. No? This is the meaning of accepting ourselves to be as we are. Not I'm in my understanding. I'm not talking about thoughts, feelings, or anything. They are anyway there. We don't have only thoughts. We have judgmental thoughts about thoughts also. We don't have feelings. We have judgmental feelings about feelings also. No? So all of that is there very much. No? I'm talking about ourselves. Do you accept yourself as you are? Do you take yourself as you are? And the day we say, I do, that is freedom. That is the day of freedom, liberation. Liberation from what? From what? From what we got liberated? From a misunderstanding, from a collective habit also of not living as ourselves. No? Even just for some time, even for the period of this meeting, can I invite you to that can I call you that would you like to accept yourself as you are? The being I'm talking about, no? Thoughts, feeling, emotions, body, you decide whatever you want to do about them. But about yourself, would you like to accept yourself as you are? Like as is, where is, basis. No change. No work to be done. Would you like to accept yourself? Not trying to grow, not trying to grow. Beloved, you will in this very moment feel peace that you have been searching for. You will feel that truth you have been searching for. But this time you will not find it anywhere else, but inside your own being. You are that truth which you were searching for. You are that truth which you were searching for. Do you see how peaceful it is? How joyful it is? To just be yourself without trying to change yourself in the core, in the being, without trying to become anything else, or without trying to become anything at all. Just remaining as you are. You are joy itself. You are peace itself. You are truth itself. You just have to start living like right now. Awakening simply means being available to who we are already. No? Are you available to yourself? Available to who you are already? Just this much is required to wake up to who we are. And we are together here. I am sitting with you right now. We are together experiencing it. It is not just a talk, no? It is all right to search for questions, answers of the questions, no? But not about you. Search anything, anywhere, outside, no? But not about you. About you, search everything inside you, no? Not outside, no? If you want to know what is my nature, look inside your own self, no? But not tomorrow, not next moment, this very moment, this very moment. Look inside yourself if you want to know your nature. Because you are right this moment here. So once again, thank you for it's a beautiful togetherness, and I'm very happy to be with all of you like this, and we are living this truth. If anybody feel like talking to me, you can talk also in between. Normally, when we talk about freedom, we talk about freedom from some things. No? When we talk about freedom, we talk about freedom from some things, freedom from this and that. I want to share with you that this freedom is freedom for yourself. Are you free for yourself right now? That's all it takes to be free into yourself. No? Are you free for yourself? That's the only question. And there will be 1,001 reasons not to be free. Yeah? There will be thousands and one reason not to be free. And there can be just one decision by you that no, I'm free for myself right now. Just think, feel. If you feel that you can go for it right now. Not trying to become yourself, not trying to unbecome anything. So what it takes to be yourself? Nothing. You are already yourself, no? Does it take anything to be yourself? Not at all. You are already yourself. What it takes to experience yourself? Value. Only value. Or clarity. No. Value that comes out of clarity. That I am free to experience myself. I do not need to wait for any processes to be completed or any state of body mind to change in any way. No. I'm free to experience myself. And when we are experiencing ourselves, no, this is that that uh, that time when truth is meeting truth. No? Truth is meeting truth. When the truth meets truth. Truth that we are has been meeting only the false, the dream, the movement, the change, the flow. This the first time the truth that we are is meeting the truth that we are. The unmoving meeting the unmoving. No? This is the first time the unchanging meeting the unchanging. How amazing it is. I'm so happy, beloveds, uh, to be together with all of you. Thank you for your presence here. It's so amazing. It's so amazing. Very, very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Uma, you want to talk?
Pranamji. It's a sharing and gratitude. When you said, are you available for yourself? Now you can be available easily. It was like that you are supporting from the level of being, and it is received inside me at same level, and immediately I wake up when in the classroom teacher calls the student by the name. Now you are here. Yes, I am pick. Yes, I am here. It and immediately alert and here. It was not that I was lost before, but it was something different, alignment, and something very beautiful happened. So I feel very thankful and very happy to share this.
Very beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, please share more.
Actually, I was just laughing on that example you gave of the teacher, no, school teachers, that attendance actually serves many purposes, no, in a way, or used to serve, not now, maybe anymore. That first of all, they know that the student has actually come to the class today, and that also that the student is not eating like student. They keep doing, no, they are eating something, busy in something, reading something, writing something, like this, not attentive, no. So that used to serve all these purposes, no? That, hey, Uma, you say present. Ah. This was a declaration for the student itself, no? Not for the teacher only, no? Yeah. It's a very beautiful example in one sense. And all it takes really to be benefited in satsang is that being present, no? Where we can learn that there is nothing in the way of being myself. I am free to be myself. Which is like the being that we are is kind of holding back, not letting itself relax in itself, as if the being that we are is not letting itself relax into itself. And here we allow ourselves to relax, like, oh, all right. It's not going to do any harm to me if I relax as myself, you know. It changes something very fundamental inside us, in one sense. No? Our inner wisdom wakes up. We start experiencing joy of who we are already. No? It's very good. Thank you. That you could connect. No? Very good.
I am noticing this change that it is feeling like oh, I was thinking that I am lost, but I am here. This realization is
True.
happened.
Yeah, it feels like this. I told you, no, like that practice, that practice of I am. You know, this practice is an ancient practice. No, not very sure, but um, probably it could be very ancient practice of remembering that I am while doing everything, like feeling that oh I am lost, and also not forgetting to remember that oh I am lost, but I am. I am not happy, but I am. I am very confused, but I am. Yeah. I am worried, I am divided, but I am. So this is what is not forgetting ourselves. No? And that serves a very powerful purpose. If we do not forget that I am, then we do not get disconnected from the joy, from the stable ground of our own being. No? And we remain very stable in the truth of who we are. And we have natural wisdom towards life, and our responses are very stable also. No? I think it's good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Manu, you want to talk?
Yes, Ji. Ji, I'm having wonder about this. In starting, we did bowing down to ourselves. It is so wonderful. Like, it is like no one is to bowing, who is bowing down, and no one like to whom it is bowing down.
Yeah, it's very good then. This is very good. Just for reference, that in the beginning we were talking a little bit that I feel out of respect and love for others, sometimes we bow down to some people, no, Lord also, like this. And I said that, hey, that Lord, that Supreme Being is in the essence of our own self also, no, in the depth of our own being also. Then we should bow down to ourselves also, no, in that way. And we tried that, and that is what you are reporting, no. If we really bow down to who we are in the depth of our own being, there is nobody else left here except just one thing. No? Not the one who is bowing down, not the one who is bowing down to. Like that division is not there anymore in this moment. Complete one truth is here. This is what, in one sense, we can say where our attention is stable in the self, the source from where it arises, or the individual self is established in the source of the individual self, which is the universal self. Like this, there is no individual self in this moment, or there is no separate universal self from the individual self. They are one self only now, like this. So it's a very powerful mudra, no? Mudra. It's a very powerful gesture of the soul. If we can learn it correctly, in the moment when we are feeling, lost, like we have lost track or we have lost contact with ourselves, we can just do this one thing. And we don't need to even move our hands in a special posture like this. But I would say that touching your hand with each other is important. When our hands are open, then our mind is divided too much. When our hands are together, then our mind is also united. No? And just remembering. And yes, you are very right actually. These are some internal things which should not be so much taken as some kind of set ritual or something. It is more a understanding being shared and being lived together right now, which will help us later. No? I think it's good. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Karuna, you want to talk?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
It is kind of sad to confess, but I do have this attachment to being unhappy and like preferring the sense of problem and the sense of unsolved problem, and sense of unhappiness, preferring it to the opposite, I would say. Although I've experienced so many times the opposite, actually, that the sense of happiness, the truth itself, it can exile all those things, but I think the belief that those things have to be out first is still strong in me, like that. And as you pointed to this thing today, I am kind of struggling with this because it is struck so strongly what you said, and it kind of makes me feel sad at this moment.
Yes, understood. Let me just share something, and it may help in resolving something right now also. Where we are living right now, we are the self who is living in the body. Body means all the layers of the body which contain different functioning like thought, feeling, like this. All the layers of this body, they have memory. No, remember, memory part is very important. They have memory. And because of that memory, they are producing what you are reporting. That no, I have problem and I have to solve them. And because of that sense of problem in you, the self, meaning the sense of problem accepted by you, the self, as real or as more important than attending yourself, then you would be in that loop. No? However, at some point, everyone, at some point you will definitely become clear that it just makes no sense for me not to be myself before attending any sense of problem. But for quite some time it can keep us busy in the sense that we may not experience ourselves or allow ourselves to be joyful in our being. But if you somehow can devote some time in allowing yourself to experience yourself, including right now, then that there is a memory of our attachment or identification also with this, with this core sense of unhappiness, or this core sense of this core sense of unhappiness also includes the one who is unhappy about things. Like our identity is also somehow in this core of unhappiness also. And our identification of the self with this identity, that also has some memory. Like the self has some memory about itself, that I am this one. If you live your purity of being in the moments like this right now more clearly and embrace the joy and the beauty and the simplicity of who you are, that memory will fade away. Memory of identification will fade away. Then you will feel like I am somebody who is joyful. I'm being who is joyful, and also I am somebody who is not happy. Like I am kind of still not happy. No, there have to be things which have to be fixed, and until then I cannot be happy. No? So this is the technicality in one sense. I don't know if it is the right word, but internally there is a memory inside us. That memory kind of by default gets identified with this unhappy being, unhappy guy inside us. That unhappy guy cares about unhappiness and problems more than caring about who I am. If you directly care about who you are in the moments like this right now, then you will get less identified with this guy who is unhappy. Like this sufferer is not what you are. The sense of sufferer is happening in you. So ultimately, who is suffering? Actually, you are suffering. Suffering means you are missing the chance of living your joy. That time which could be which could be spent in living the joy of our own self is being spent in suffering. No? Meaning not living the joy. No? So, but because there is no guy inside us, actually. No? We are that guy when we are identified with it. Without that, there is a habit. So there is a habit of that feeling there is somebody there who is suffering, and this very deep sense of suffering, and the habit or the memory of identification also. Right now, be very, 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 very alert about memory. Be alert about memory, only one thing. Any and every type of memory. Meaning especially about memory about yourself. Memory about yourself means like the sense that I know who I am. I have known myself in this way or that way. If you don't touch any memory right now. Memory about yourself. If you don't touch any memory about yourself right now. This is what it means to living the purity of your being. This is what it means to living as yourself. There are no self-definitions here because we are not touching memory. Memory is the only tool which can be used to create definitions or mind. So we are not touching memory means we are not touching mind. Mind is in a way incapable. Mind is not capable of producing anything without touching memory. If you are not touching memory, you are in a way not touching mind. And don't stop at the first glimpse only, because still there is some confusion here. That's why we go back also. Allow yourself to still not touch anything. Don't touch even the memory of last moment, I say. So alert that not touching even the memory of last moment. Last moment you had an experience of your purity of your being. Don't touch even that memory. And I'm talking, I'm just sharing, so you can listen and remain connected in this moment where we are. Like, let's walk moment by moment. Always now, always here only. Not going back to even the last moment. And the habit will be there in you to go back. Please remember, when you go back to the memory, this is what creates the false self. If you do not go to the memory, there is no false self. Only pure self that you are. Don't touch even the memory of the true self. No? The true self that you are does not need memory. You don't need to remember that I exist. You exist, and that's how you know that you exist. No? Because I am or I exist is not a thought really in that way. It's a direct experience of our own existence. No? It is a thought when we speak about it. But in the essence of it, it is the experience, direct experience of our own existence. No? So who is existing is the self. No? You are the self who is existing. What is happening right now is that you are becoming little bit clear about who you are. And you are very much clearly experiencing who you are right now. And also you are very much becoming clear about what happens to you when you forget yourself. So what you are not, you are becoming very clear about it. What you are becoming little bit only little bit clear about. It takes some time in being clear about who we are. Relatively, it is much faster to know who we are not, what we are not. I think very good. Thank you. Ah, it's so nice. Let us try to again and again remember that let us try to keep in touch with ourselves. Let us try to understand what it means. Keeping in touch with ourselves. What is this ourself, and why we should give value to this touch of our own self. Our own self actually is the pure joy, pure truth, and pure wisdom, pure light. Whenever we feel confusions, whenever we feel like life is sort of a problem, I'm not happy, like the first thing we should do is that come in touch with our own self. No? Dhyan and Satsang basically is the method life is using in a way, or Dhyan is the method that we learn to come in touch with ourselves. For no other reason really, just to get enlightened, illuminated once again. And slowly somehow it is going to bring us to the central wisdom of who we are, where we will know that it kind of makes no sense for me to live from outside of myself. I want to live from myself only now, everything. It will naturally happen. But until then, let us keep in touch with ourselves. Let us not forget the touch of our own being. Like every day, at least once a day, we should come in touch with our own being. And slowly, Karuna, it will become clear to you that what we call dream, what we call false self, what we call duality, samsara, me and you, all those things happen in a certain state of you. All those things are found in a certain state of you. And what we call self, peace, joy, harmony, unity of flow of life, all these things happen in another state of you, which is called true state of you. These are not two things. These are two experiences of the same thing that you are having. It will become clear to you at some point. And you will choose to stay in your true state now. Because you will know that in the other state, there is a lot of fun in terms of variety of things happening to me, where I have a sense of doership also. I can do things, But somehow I am imprisoned, I am not free. I am at the mercy of something may happen. I may suffer. It will become clear to you. And then you will choose freedom. You will choose truth in yourself, even at the cost of not having that, variety of experiences. Which does not mean that that is end of experiencing actually. No, that is end of experiencing in the sleep. Now the beginning of experiencing in the awake state of ourselves. Now the whole existence is there actually. The creation of Brahma, the creation of Supreme Being is in front of us now. We got out of our own creation. Now we are into the creation of the Supreme. To start with, your own body, your own breath is the creation of the Supreme Being. You will start living it now. We will start living it like, aha. And it is not only creation of the Supreme Being. Our body and breath is not only creation of the Supreme Being. It is being maintained also. And the hands of the Supreme Being are so close to us, so close to us. From just be present in this moment and touch your own body and feel your own breath. And you can feel the touch of the Supreme Being right here. And when we will be contented enough, by experiencing the touch of the Supreme Being in our own experience, or in this manifestation. And we would want to experience more directly and deeply the presence of the Supreme Being. Then we will experience ourself. Because ourself is also the creation of the Supreme Being. The creation is the sense of being separate from the Supreme Being. You know, this sense that I am separate from the Supreme Being is also creation of the Supreme Being only. And we will be so surprised at this time that there are no two here. There are no two here. But this is a genuine discovery now. It is not the discovery in the dream of a person or dream of an individual. No. It is a genuine discovery beyond that dream. There is no individual self here. It is the self knowing that there is only self. This self, which alone is what is Supreme Self. No? Thank you. I think very, very good. There is a transition period through which we go, no? All of us, when waking up. One period is where we are able to experience the truth from the dream as the dream entity that we believe we are, the person, the individual self. No? And that is where we ask that how can I have it always? How can I experience this joy all the time? You know, this is from where that question comes. No? How can I experience this joy of my being all the time? And there's another version of it where we have actually come home to who we are and still able to experience the individual dream up to some degree. And we have some confusion there also. How to deal with my practical life, how to deal with my individual life there. Also, you know, this time we are the self confused about it. And that will be resolved very fast. Meaning, the more we will become clear about who we are, the more it will become clear to us how to deal with my individual life. This time, in this way, it will be resolved. This time, the individual self is not learning what is meditation and the self. It is not the individual self now, this time, which is trying to experience that truth. No, it is the self itself, which is saying that when I'm in this body, I have certain responsibilities and I have certain relations and activities. No, I have to respond. How to respond to it? No. The more we will come to the purity of who we are, the more it will become fluent in a way to us. No, like how. One key here I feel can be useful for some of you at least. When we are living as the self, when we have started living as the self already, and having this confusion that how to do certain things in life or not, no, like this. Mainly we are really thinking that this time that who does things, I am that doer. It is just about certain things I am not able to do and certain things I am able to do. And as we will come to the more emptiness of our own being, we will notice that this doer that I am, when I'm doing things, I am not that also. So there are doings and there is a doer also, which is also activity happening in me. And that somehow just will come in harmony, in balance more and more by itself, in the light of, in the purity of who we are. We will come back more to the unmoving, unchanging witness that we are, who is never involved in anything that is happening, neither the doing nor the doer. It is always untouched by doings and the doer both. This is where we will simply know I am not the experience. I am not the object, being experienced. I am not the act of experiencing, and I am not the experiencer also. Aham bhojanam neva bhojyam na bhokta. Shivoham, Shivoham, Shiva Swarupoham. It will simply become clear to us. We don't need to believe this. No? I think it's very, very beautiful with all of you in this moment. No? Thank you. Anybody can talk to me if you want. Yeah, Mila, you want to talk?
Namaste, Rajee. It is so beautiful and so content itself. I have nothing to say here. Like I have nothing to say, but because it is a meeting where we need to participate, I just decided to participate.
Actually, these are the times when, where you are right now, where we should not hold back actually. We should always raise our hand when we don't have anything to say. No? This is the best time to come to interact and participate, I feel. No? Because this is the best time we should speak something and we are not speaking. No? For valid reason many times, because we just want to continue experiencing and focusing on ourselves also. But it's good that you chose to participate. No? Because by participation, you will not lose the truth. But there is always a possibility that some confusion, if remaining, can be removed maybe. No, in this interaction, no, maybe. I'm feeling inspired to share like this with you, Mela. You are not going to become the unmoving self. You already are the unmoving self. You are just becoming clear. Right now you are becoming clear about the movement. A very subtle level, very intimate level of your own being is found to be changing now. Ah, okay, so I am not this also. And it may look a very small thing, but it's a very big thing really. Because it has twofold results. One is that you have become clear about what you are not, and in that depth of your own being, in the subtle, in the same proportion, in the subtlety, you have also become clear about who you are. In the same proportion that I don't move even this much. Do you see what I mean? In the simplicity, you can say like this, that very subtle change happens at the very deep levels of our own consciousness, no? Our own being, and we take that to be ourselves. And now you see, no, I am not even this. You have, in the same proportion, become clear that I am unchanging, unmoving self. No? Give value to this simple thing. It's very important. So ultimately, this is all that is happening. You are the unmoving self already and always. The more you are allowing the truth to be revealed, the more you are allowing yourself to notice that which is changing in you. Even if very intimate, like so intimate, like, it cannot be anything but myself only, no? But you are now allowing, no, I will allow. I want to see whether it is really myself or, you know, and truth is revealed here, like, wow, I'm not even this. Even if one time you notice this, something has broken in a way, like, that this, that, and that spell is broken in some way, like, it has got punctured, that circle got punctured, and its power will drain out very fast. I think it's very good, beloved. Thank you.
Rajee, thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, beloved.
It's unbelievable. Thank you very much for
Thank
it.
you. Rahul, you want to talk?
Pranam Guruji. Even I don't have too much to say, other than one thing I realized, I felt as if consciousness is in this meeting of this field. Today decided through you to talk about the, even though if we have the understanding and some clarity, how we behave from the limited self, knowing the truth, experiencing it, yet still moving from that old pattern. Because the first speaker, the moment he came up with this topic, I was exactly at that moment was thinking and seeing that energy where I have the knowing, I have the understanding, but as if, I'm playing a double role, that this is my true self, knowing, yet operating from the limited self. And then you gave us the introspection. So it was surprise, and I felt that consciousness has decided through you to talk about that today and show us that fault line.
How nice.
That's all. I have nothing much to say.
Very good. It's very good to know that you were able to connect to this. Very good. Through these discussions and explorations together, what is happening or can happen is that our understanding can refine, refinement in our understanding is happening about what is the task that I'm doing in the direction of knowing who I am, and what exactly I should do or what I should not do in a way, meaning where I should focus and where I should not, what is going to produce the result and what will not. For example, if you become crystal clear about what you are doing right now here and why, it will yield the best result already in this very moment. You will become full of joy in this very moment, like, oh, meaning the moment we become clear in this satsang, what are we doing here and why we are here, and like if we can come to that pin, tip of the needle of this moment or this clarity, then we have already started getting the maximum out of that. So this is the power of clarity. That's why I give value to clarity. And I'm not saying that there is no place for sadhana or doing, no, all of that is totally fine. It is there. But not sadhana in satsang. No. Satsang is not sadhana. Satsang is not a doing, it is a darshan. No. Darshan right now. The only condition is the more we are present in satsang, the more we can have the darshan. So let's not try to achieve any great spiritual goal right now. Let us not try to remove any problem, spiritual obstacles also right now. Let us just try to be clear about what I'm doing here. Just this much. And you will actually achieve what you want to achieve. Because you can only achieve what you want to achieve when you are clear about what you want to achieve and how it looks like. Like, like let's say you want to achieve some celestial gem, but you must be clear about what is the look of it, how it feels when it will come in front of you, isn't it? You will be able to achieve this right now. Because of not being clear about what we are doing here and why we are here. Like you the self moving out of not being clear, That is what is creating that dream which you the self does not enjoy. That dream is called confusion. You are creating that, nobody else. That's why you are suggested not to move out of confusion, out of, uncertainty. Move out of clarity only, if you want to. But best is right now, don't move. Don't move not in the sense of practice, but in the sense of understanding that makes no sense to move right now anywhere. Let me be first clear about why I am here. And this is going to serve the purpose. You will achieve what you want to achieve from here. In this way, satsang serves much higher purpose than sadhana in the direction of awakening. In this way. Because sadhana somehow is supporting us in the believing that my direction is right. And there are so many directions in which we can go. And maybe this is not right. Last one was not right. Maybe this one is right. if we do not try to achieve anything, if we do not try to, reach anywhere, we just stop here for a moment, that just for 5 minutes, like 5 minutes is not a big time. We have spent so many years, some of us have spent even decades, decades like 10, 15, 20 years more even. Some of us have spent whole of our life. We did almost nothing else except just surviving financially. 5 minutes is okay, just for 5 minutes. Not really trying to achieve anything. Like let's get out of that mode of moving, doing. Let's get out of that mode into a just relaxed and sitting right now. Not eyes closed, not going deep anywhere, not contemplating, not meditating. Just you and me. Just right here. I'm just sharing something. Just think about it. Feel about it anyway. It feels right to you. Whatever feels right to you. I'm just inviting you to stop. Why I have been doing this spiritual journey. What I am trying to achieve. Am I clear where I am going to get it? Am I clear what I will get out of it if I get that? Beloved, this is how one wakes up. Whenever we stop, then only we wake up, not before that. So why don't we stop right now? For 5 minutes. Out of that, let's say 1 minute gone, 4 minutes left now. For 4 minutes. We can call this pure contemplation. This is pure contemplation in this moment. We are not using any internal table of the mind. We are using the table of this moment only now. And we are putting everything on this table now. Let's see. Any one of you, if you are with me right now, it will be very difficult to hold on to something now so easily. That okay, this is valid. Still, this is valid goal of a spiritual journey. No. You might be already wondering that what is lacking in me, for which I am searching. Like there is no missing piece of jigsaw in me anyway. Then why I have been searching? Maybe already you have come to that, some of you. No? You have already come to that natural, true completeness, purnata, of your own being. Already, like, I'm already complete. Then why I'm searching for anything, anywhere? Already maybe some of you have already come that. But allow your mind to also come here. Let your mind to bring its doubts also here right now. Don't be afraid. This is a place of truth. Light of truth is here. Things are very clear here. If you are not holding on to anything right now, if you are not going in a journey right now, if you are still here, you can clearly see. Let your mind bring the doubts here. Questions here, demands here, desires here, journeys here. Let it bring and see what happens. They all are dead for you if you are still here. You will see they are all dead. Meaning they are not giving anything to me. You will see this clearly. I don't know why I was attending them continuously. And can I ask you that, have you attended yourself? Right now, no? Have you attended yourself? What does it mean to attend myself? Because I have been searching, meaning attending other things. How can I attend myself? It's kind of a new thing, no? I don't know how to attend myself. Attend myself means what? I'm not an object. I'm not a thing which I can attend. No. I'm not an experience which I can attend. Isn't it? How can I attend myself? This clarity is bringing us back to who we are. And this is what it means to attend ourselves. No? Remaining as ourselves is attending ourselves. Not attending anything is attending ourselves. Not attending anything while not sleeping also. No. In the sleep also we don't attend anything. You know. In the dream we attend partially. In the waking state we attend mentally and physically, through senses also. In the deep sleep we don't attend anything. But no, right now not attending anything, but not sleeping also. This is what it means to attend yourself. And immediately you will feel that joy or that bliss which you have never felt before. Remember this word, this statement. We have never felt this joy or this bliss before. We have never felt it. It is 100% fresh and so different than anything that we have experienced. It is very peaceful and joyful, but it is not like an experience. It is more like some kind of light coming from our own being, from our own from inside. From inside some kind of light is coming, some kind of fragrance is coming. Something is coming from inside. Don't know what it is. But it is so stable, so true, so unmoving in a way, in one sense, meaning unchanging in one sense. Not only the truth that we are is unchanging, but its fragrance which is coming in the consciousness is also unchanging. Its nature doesn't change. That today it is like this and tomorrow it is like this. No. It's exactly same. Its taste is always same. And yet it is 100% fresh all the time. This is that magic. This is that contradiction, and this is that mystery that we are. The taste of ourself is 100% same all the time, and 100% times it is 100% fresh. Never you will feel any staleness, even a little bit. Ah, yeah, I have tasted it before. No. That's not. Then we are not really tasting it from our own being. Then we are tasting it from the dream only, from the mind only. I think, thank you. Very nice for inviting me. Thank you, Rahul, for inviting me like this.
Thank you.
Samya, you wrote, cannot take my eyes from the beauty of the color of your shirt. Shirt means this shirt. No? Colors are dazzling when being here. Thank you. Thank you. I cannot very clearly see in the small window, but your clothes are also very beautifully white. Maybe the beauty and the light of your own self, own being is also reflected in it. No? That's why it looks more beautiful, I feel. Thank you, beloved.
Namaste. Ji, I felt like to come forward. I feel there is a joy there, peace there, but still a feeling there that to bring myself in front, because something, if not fitting, then can be corrected. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Actually, the understanding, or you can say that the diagram of awakening is very simple, really. Okay. It is like this: that we are continuously moving in search of happiness, in search of joy. No? And we are not finding joy, we are only finding hope for joy there. It is just a matter of time that one day we will become disillusioned and we will become hopeless there, that I can ever find joy there. That day will be the day when we will stop seeking or stop moving, followed by the moment or maybe that next day where we are going to experience ourselves and we will feel that, hey, it is kind of joyful to just quietly sit and do nothing. And very soon our wisdom will wake up and we will realize that actually this is what I was searching for. You know. So this is the basic fundamental diagram of seeking that is happening in each soul. No? It's just a matter of time. Seeking means seeking joy, which will never be found there. Kasturi kundal vase mrag dhunde jagmahi. That kasturi is in the navel of the deer, no? In the forest, and he is searching everywhere because the fragrance is coming. You know? In any experience, just try to let me explain a little bit in the like in the detailing of it. In any experience, just stop for a moment when you experience joy, and try to trace from where joy is coming, and you will know that this is what I am saying is true. You will always know that joy is coming from me, not from the thing which I am experiencing. As if something matches when we are experiencing something, that we relax in ourselves, and then the joy comes from ourselves. So right now, when you are feeling joyful, and you say that something is maybe, I want to check that if something is correct, can be corrected. This is what can be corrected. Understanding. The more you become clear and stable in your seeking, the faster it will be exposed to you that it cannot be found there, what you are searching for. This is the importance of stability, clarity in this way also. The more stable and clear we are, the more quickly, like in less time, it becomes clear to us that it cannot be found there. What I am searching for. And everybody is searching for only one thing: joy of the being, or the truth of the being that we are. One of the two things or both the things? No. Ultimately both, but at a particular time, some are searching for joy, some are searching for truth. In that way. Yeah. So that's what it means to be stable. Stable is not still. Remember that. Still is the being that you are. Already still. You don't need to become still. No. No. That which is moving, when moves less, that is being stable. No? That which is moving and inconsistently moving, who moves more consistently now, that is being more stable while moving, searching, more consistent. You know what I mean? More systematic maybe, or something like this. Yeah. More resolved, wasting less time, more managed in a way, more organized maybe, or something. Do you see my point? Because it is just a matter of time. Everyone who is searching is going to find out one day that it cannot be found there. Meaning it cannot be found anywhere through search. Because what we are searching for is who we are already. We are searching for joy which is coming from our own being. That's why I suggested one time that why don't you continue searching while start meditating also now, dhyan and satsang. And this dhyan will give you a sense that from where the joy is coming. And the more we will come to the joy of our own being, the less we will search for anything which is nothing but joy only. We are searching for joy only, no? Why we search for any experience? Why we search for any attainment? For what we get out of it? Isn't it joy only? We feel joyful after getting something. We feel joyful after achieving something, isn't it? Yeah. In meditation also, in satsang also, we become also clear about what we were talking today. With dharma and with karuna also. It becomes clear to us that I don't need to wait, in the sense that I don't need to remain in the sense of anxiety or sense of unhappiness when my work is in progress and the results are awaited. I can relax still. And I can relax means what? I can be happy. I can be joyful right now, no? While waiting for the results of anything that I am doing, any project I am doing. You know what I mean? This becomes clear to us. And that changes the whole game. Now we may search out of joy, out of curiosity, out of wonder, but not out of need. The being that we are does not really have any need. It is complete in itself. It is its joy that it wants to know things and experience them. I hope that it will help in some way. Thank you. Thank
you. Ji. It's like something open in heart and it.
Yeah. It's good. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Namaste ji. Ji, thank you so much for this very, very beautiful darshan this today's. Still I feel to come in front of you if you see something in like in something may I holding or like something is yeah. So just that's
I think what we are living is a very, very fundamental truth, very immediately we are living today. No? But even when we are living the truth of who we are, even here the experiencer is more important than the experienced. Even here also, because there is still some confusion here left inside the self about itself. And it may take that which is tasting the self to be itself, meaning the subtle form of identification may still continue. Be alert about it and don't fall in that trap. You, the self, don't be identified with what you are experiencing. Even if it is myself, if it is yourself, it is not running away anywhere. There is no hurry. No. Yes. So stay as yourself. Meaning give value to the experiencer that you are, even if the experiencer of the self. No. Yes. So let go of the experience of the self. Stick to the experiencer that you are still right now. If possible. But this is something difficult. Because what we experience in the experience of the self is so pure, so joyful. And we have been suffering in a way for so long and searching for it for so long that it kind of totally makes sense that I don't want to go from here. I don't want to let go of it. But this is not how we can have it forever. So I think you can understand. Yeah.
Gee, yes, I can say I feel it. I don't know, understand or not, but I feel it. What you said, somehow I yes connect with this.
Try to live right now also what remains. What remains means what as what you remain, meaning as what you are remaining continuously during this time, even during this time of whole satsang. Not what you were before, but what you are right now, what you are remaining right now. As what you are remaining right now, stick to this. What remains is truth. No, this is the great beings have pointed out like this. So what you are remaining right now is truth. What you experienced, what you understood, no, not that. And this what remains slowly will be found to be unchanging. That hey, this is not changing. Because that what could change has changed already in the last moment. In this moment, in relation to yourself, if you do not touch who you were in the last moment, then only the unchanging is here. No. If you touch what happened in the last moment about you, or your understanding or experience of yourself, that is changeful. If you don't touch anything about you from the last moment, from the memory, then this is the unchanging self that you are here, which remains, no, without even memory. No. So this is the direct taste of the self that you are having right now. You are yourself tasting yourself, no, like this, directly. Yeah, like this. Thank you. I think it's very good. I think it's a good time. We end this meeting now. It was very, very nice to meet all of you. It was just amazing actually. Today I feel. Thank you, beloveds, for joining this meeting. Thank you.